Hello everyone, thanks for joining me here today. My name is Gavin and I'm part of the sales team here at StorageCraft. Today what we're going to be presenting on is partnering with StorageCraft. So we're going to go through how you can join up with StorageCraft and all the benefits and features of being a partner with StorageCraft. Quickly before I get started, could I get someone to just confirm that they can both hear me and see my screen? It should be on the welcome page showing the StorageCraft building over in Utah. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, today's webinar will be covering off partnering with StorageCraft. So learning about our go-to-market programs. We're going to talk about the partner program, which involves our partner zone, and our sales and technical support. So myself, I'm Gavin, the Partner Enablement and Distribution Manager here at StorageCraft. Today's webinar will probably go for about half an hour or so. A short little PowerPoint, also followed by just a quick demonstration of all the different partner zone, partner portals that you as a partner get access to with StorageCraft. As I mentioned, this is what we're going to be covering off today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just a bit worried about my screen not moving in time. So if I'm talking and you don't see my screen move, just let me know and I'll just quickly pause for a few seconds to let it all catch up. So first of all, let's discuss why StorageCraft are here. And what I mean by that is why StorageCraft as a business exist in today's market. At StorageCraft, what we're doing is trying to resolve problems and challenges that the market faces, specifically in regards to data protection, disaster recovery, and also storage. So I'm going to quickly cover off here some data protection and also data security challenges that we often see customers come up against, yourselves as resellers often face this. But most importantly, your customers are also facing this, and really they need solutions for these challenges, especially nowadays in today's climate. So first of all, we talk about the data protection challenges and what StorageCraft do and what we're trying to solve: backup windows and recovery times. What we mean by backup windows is how long it takes for you to back up. We've always been very keyed in on this. You'll know, and those of you who use StorageCraft, and possibly those of you who are new to StorageCraft, know about our continuous incremental backup technology. The aim of that is to reduce the backup window from traditionally people saying, hey, we can only back up once a day, once a week, because we have lots and lots of data, to nowadays being, hey, we want to back up every couple of minutes, every half an hour, every 1 hour. And that's what StorageCraft is trying to resolve. Secondly, also talking about the recovery times, and really easy to explain how long it takes you to get back up and running, or how long it takes you to recover, say, files and folders that you have lost. Again, traditionally, this could take, say, for a full server, complete server down situation, this could take hours and hours. You could take 24 hours to even get your data back. If it's a, worst case scenario, your whole server burns down, you then need to go get your hardware. That could take more and more time. That's what StorageCraft are here to do. Solve that issue of saying, hey, let's shorten those recovery times down to minutes instead of hours. In the bottom left-hand corner, we talk about reasons for downtime. And I mean, the one which I will kind of key in on is this human errors. The majority of downtimes, and again, this we're talking about right now with everyone working from home, is human errors that occur for such a large amount of the requirements for disaster recovery. So when we talk about disaster recovery, don't just think of fires, floods, earthquakes, because that counts for, I think, less than 2% of actual disasters. When we talk about disasters, more and more, especially nowadays, we're talking about human errors. We're talking about the person in, accounting, the person in finance, possibly clicking on the email. You always receive those emails saying this message has been blocked. Click here to, review your messages, and then there you go, you've been hit with ransomware. On the right-hand side of the page, we talk about the number of downtime events. So the average business experiences about 3.92 downtime events every 12 months. but more importantly, time to recover, 27.1 hours. That's 27.1 hours to get up and running again. With downtime, all companies are impacted by this. No matter whether you're small, medium, or large, you can see in that little bar graph there. But we're really saying to actually get up and running again, how do we minimize that time period? How do we say, hey, Mr. Customer, Mr. Reseller, for you to get up and running, we'll get you up and running in minutes, in an hour, as opposed to in 24 hours. So this, we talk about the data security challenges. And again, this is huge, like I'll say massive nowadays, especially with ransomware. If you look at the figures in 2017, it was a $5 billion market. We don't have the exact figures for 2019 just yet, but it was expected to grow to about $11.5 billion. And that's just the market for ransomware. So really for yourselves, how do you protect yourselves? If something happens, how do you get back up and running? So, again, disasters may not necessarily be your whole server blowing up. It will be ransomware more likely, especially nowadays. The bottom point, 70% of organizations experience cyber attack while running up-to-date security solutions. And what we're really trying to get the point across there is just because you're running the latest solution from your, antivirus software, it doesn't, and the latest updates, it does not necessarily mean you're 100% protected. What we're trying to key on for people is to look at these 3 points: prevention, remediation, and restoration. When we talk about prevention, that's your AV, that's your firewall, preventing stuff from actually getting in the first place. But if something does get in, making sure you can retrieve your data, but most importantly, making sure you can restore your data. So retrieving your data is actually having it, getting it or seeing it, or restoring it is bringing it back essentially to life. So what StorageCraft are here to do is solve these sorts of issues. And with that, StorageCraft have really always provided game-changing solutions for MSPs, for value-added resellers, for partners, and for customers. A little bit of a history lesson with StorageCraft. Originally, and we still sell this nowadays, we have the StorageCraft IT edition where you can take, cold backups of your server, plug it in, back up a server that you've never backed up before. We introduced the continuous incremental technology, as I said before. A big problem was people were only backing up once a day, once a week. We said, hey, why don't you back up every 15 minutes? Why don't you back up every half an hour? There's no reason why you can't with the StorageCraft continuous incrementals. We introduced virtual boot. So the virtual boot technology allows you to take a server that is completely down, get any machine, temporarily virtualize that server into another machine in just a couple of minutes. With the next upgrade, we looked at Shadow Protect SPX, introduced more features such as virtual booting into Hyper-V and VMware. We talked about our cloud backup solutions. So the next stage, which was quite a hot topic a couple of years ago, it's still definitely a hot topic nowadays, is making sure that a customer has a cloud solution available. So not just backing up on-site, also replicating off-site for disaster recovery, which StorageCraft has StorageCraft Cloud Services. And also the second part of that whole cloud journey being, if you have SaaS applications, just because your data is in the cloud does not necessarily mean it's safe. So making sure you can provide a backup for that in case something happens. Next, last year, end of 2 years ago, so end of 2018, StorageCraft introduced Shadow Safe, which is again the next variation in the StorageCraft disaster recovery and backup product line. And finally, what we're just introduced, which you can purchase now as a reseller, as an NFR option, the OneSafe Solo, where you can back up directly to cloud. Again, a requirement from a lot of partners was, hey, we don't want any sort of on-site storage. We want to go back up directly to the cloud. So with the OneSafe Solo, that option is now available. We did a webinar just on Tuesday about it. If you don't have it, we put the recording, or we will put the recording on our YouTube page to view further. So let's just cover off a bit about StorageCraft. So I'll quickly just breeze over this of what StorageCraft are aiming to do. We're aiming to be the one vendor and one solution. To have solutions available for every sort of fit, whether you're a company or you're a partner supporting companies which are, small SMBs, or whether you're supporting enterprise. StorageCraft have offerings from data management, being our OneSafe for storage, data protection, again, SPX, Shadow Protect, Shadow Safe, and also disaster recovery, being our virtual boot technology, also recovery in the cloud. So no matter what solution you're after, StorageCraft has that available for you. Just a quick snapshot. StorageCraft founded in 2003, headquartered out of Utah in the US. We do have head office here in Sydney, where I'm based, but we also have reps over, all over Asia, such as Singapore and Malaysia. 100% channel focus. So what we're talking about there is we have over 8,000 value-added resellers, 10,000 MSPs worldwide. Just in ANZ alone, I believe we have close to 900, possibly 1,000 MSPs or 1,000 partners, part of the StorageCraft MSP program. Back in 2016, we received a fairly large investment from TA Associates, which allowed us to build a lot of the solutions that I've just presented to you for the last couple of years, such as OneSafe, Shadow Safe, and our cloud solutions. We're after rapid growth and expansion, millions of servers and VMs, so whether they're physical servers or VMs protected worldwide, and we have petabytes and petabytes of data that we're looking after under our storage solutions and also our cloud solutions. So again, digging into the StorageCraft go-to-market, what we're looking at is we're a channel-first company. What that means is that in the ANZ, in the APAC region, customers cannot, and when I say customers, I say end users, cannot purchase directly from StorageCraft. Those end users must purchase through yourselves, one of our value-added resellers or MSPs. And for that, what we're offering you as a reseller is relevant solutions and products to solve all the data management and protection challenges that we discussed earlier. For yourselves, you can work with your partner of your choice. So if you're a reseller of ours, your partner being your distributor of your choice. So I'll cover that off just quick. Oops, sorry. I'll cover off that quickly in the next slide. We're talking about empowering partners to take full advantage of the exploding data management and protection market opportunities. We all know, and if you've been on any other StorageCraft webinars before, presentations, we talk a lot about the large growth in unstructured data, the large problem the market faces in being able to back up all of this data. And again, StorageCraft has solutions available for that. One thing we've really talked about a lot, especially nowadays, and I covered off that just a slide before, is being a single source of storage and business continuity solutions. So one vendor with one solution. So with StorageCraft, you can come to us, whether we're talking about you have, again, you have smaller customers, larger customers, whether you're after just backup, just the cloud solutions, just Office 365, or you want to back up your laptop, say, directly to the cloud, we have options available for everyone. And finally, we're 100% dedicated to our partners' success and business growth. Because we're a channel company, your success equals our success. So more than anything, we want to work with you so that you can grow, which in turn helps us grow. So for the partners out there, just quickly showing you our distributors in the APAC region. In ANZ, so in Australia, we have ACA Pacific and Dickadata, and in New Zealand, we have Dickadata and Soft Solutions. Then in Southeast Asia, you can see there we have ACA Pacific, Datum, RGS, Innovix, ITSDI. All these are our distributors who are well trained up and happy to answer your questions and to partner with you, also offering various solutions and complementary solutions other than StorageCraft to you. Because in the end, you as a reseller, you're not just purchasing StorageCraft, you're purchasing entire solutions for your customers. And these distributors allow you to do that. Once again, talking about StorageCraft and our go-to market strategy being as a reseller, one-stop shop. We're talking backup, whether that's desktop backup, whether that's VM backup, whether that's an environment that has 5 servers or 500 servers. We talk about storage, again, our OneSafe, our object-based scale-out storage appliance. On the right-hand side, we talk about the cloud services. We talk about off-site replication to public clouds such as AWS or Azure. And up the top, SaaS application data such as Office 365, backing that up to another location. So again, various options, and I'm going to say menu options that you can pick and choose which you like. You don't have to go with them all. You can go with one, or you can go with them all. But just know that StorageCraft has everything available to help you succeed as a partner of ours. So just covering off now, we talk about Partner Success Program. So in this next few sections, I'm going to just go through, there's probably only a couple more slides left. I think there's only 5 more slides left. Then we'll actually dig into a view of the portal. But let's start off with our Partner Success Program, which I've attached as a handout. You'll see it as the, it's just called the Partner Success Handout Program. And that will take into more in-depth detail of what I'm presenting right now. So what was the program built on? 3 main points. Simple, we wanted to be simple, flexible, and inclusive. So when we talk about simple, we're talking about being able to navigate and talk about and easily see what your requirements are, what your incentives and benefits are to be part of the program. So we have different tiers. You can be a registered, certified, premier, or elite partner. That also states it in the little guide that I've attached. And it's important to know how you can move between these tiers, because each tier, obviously the higher tier you go, the more benefits you get from StorageCraft. So being able to quickly see, hey, what do I need to do to move to the next tier to get these additional benefits? And that again is something that StorageCraft are happy and more than willing to work with you alongside to help you go up those tiers. Again, no matter what you're selling, you know how you're being rewarded. So again, with StorageCraft, you can choose what you want to sell, but in the end, when you look at the tiers, you'll see what you can actually get. We talk about the flexibility of the program. Again, you know, I've talked about this a lot, but we have lots of different options available for you to purchase as a partner. But this one program encapsulates the entire business continuity platform that we're selling. So all our software, all our hardware. Again, when we're powered to sell the solution that's right for your business and your customer. So here, StorageCraft, we're willing to help work with you to then put that solution forward to your customer. We have support staff over here. We have a pre-sales engineers and our sales staff. You know, really right now, nowadays, you know, ready to take a phone call from you to help provide that support to on-sell that to your customer. And the final point, being inclusive. You know, we embrace the entire channel. So as a partner, value-added reseller program, MSP program, whether you want to join up because you have one customer who wants one desktop license, you can still be part of the program, or whether you have customers or you have thousands and thousands of desktop licenses, for example, that you want to sell. Doesn't matter. We embrace everyone. We support a variety of business models. Again, managed services model, value-added reseller model. And also we get you. You know, we let you do you. We're very flexible in terms of that too, is that if you have options, if you have marketing opportunities that you want to put forth to StorageCraft to help, promote certain products, a big one for us recently, or last few years I should say, was our Office 365 and why you need a backup Office 365. We're more than happy to work alongside you. So let's talk about the partner program and in just a quick overview of what you actually get as part of it. I've discussed the people. StorageCraft have an entire sales team, support team, and a technical pre-sales team, all available at the ready to help you. From a product perspective, as a reseller, advantages is you get access to NFR products. What we want to do is make sure you're comfortable with StorageCraft before you actually sell it. Fairly explanatory, you know, if you're happy with it and you're more than likely happy to sell it. Sales and marketing tools, what you can get through this and through the partner portal or partner zone, which I'll show you in a second, is you can actually download a bunch of sales and marketing material from the portal to help you with your further, say, marketing opportunities or data to then pass on to your customers. Training and certification. So this is a big one, and now with everyone staying at home, we do have free online academy training, which is accessible for everyone. We have both sales and technical certification, so feel free to have a look on that, and you know, definitely get yourself certified so that you're more comfortable with the solution. Online resources, so within the partner zone you can download a bunch of data sheets. We have all our demos up there. The StorageCraft also have a YouTube page. Ebooks, and the ebooks are very good for yourselves and also to pass on to your customers. A big thing we've figured out is that the customers are the ones that don't really understand particular solutions or why they need solutions. So we have resources available for you to present to your customers to say why they need something. And finally, margin incentives. So we do have dual registration available for as low as $5,000. So for yourselves as a partner, make more margin, volume incentives, and also government education and not-for-profit pricing, all available with the partner program. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. So this is the program matrix, but this is in the attachment. So you can just download that from the handout section. But just a brief overview again, a registered partner, certified, premier, and elite. So we're done with the PowerPoint, and let's take a quick look in what we call the partner portal. It encapsulates the MSP portal and also the support portal too. So it's kind of the all-in-one place. So this is something that was revamped last year. So we're looking at saying if you don't have access to it, let us know and we can get you access. But the most important thing is making sure that you're familiar with it, because everything that StorageCraft does is held within our partner portal. Just making sure you can see the right screen. Yep, you can. So that's moved along. What we have here is the StorageCraft partner portal. The URL being partnerportal.storagecraft.com. Again, this is your one place for a lot of the stuff that I've talked about, being that you can access all the collateral, all the material. You can access, if you see down here, the MSP portal, and also training and content, all from within here. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just take a brief overview of this. Let's quickly look at partner success. So any updates to the partner program will be held within here. For yourselves, and I'll just give this a quick second to make sure we all catch up. There's a dual reg tab over here. I'll just give it a couple more seconds where you can register your deals. So anything over RRP 5K, you can then register that deal to get yourself some extra margin. That comes to StorageCraft. We approve. You've locked in your lower buy price. We talk about the support portal. I'll cover off that in a second after the MSP portal. We have the training. As I mentioned, if you click on this, it'll actually take us to the StorageCraft training or certification academy training portal. But within there is where you're able to do your training, get certified with StorageCraft, so you know the products, you know the solutions better for yourselves. Look at content. I'll quickly click on content because there's quite a lot of things here. And I'm not going to go into them, but as a reseller, looking at StorageCraft, what you need is you need to be able to sell it to your customers. We have various tools available, marketing, I'll say marketing files that you can say co-brand. If you want to do an EDM, a generic EDM to your database, you can happily download, co-brand our stuff, send that out, work with us, and a complete marketing campaign if you'd like. All our webinars, including this one, all available over here. As I mentioned, we did a One Say Solo, the new One Say Solo webinar on the past Tuesday, so you can access that from there. Industry-specific information. We'd have customers in various industries across our various product lines. If you do have one in, say, engineering, and you're looking at OneSafe, the storage appliance, you can go in and download one specifically for there to specifically sell it to them. Ransomware is a big one over here. Also, as I mentioned, everyone working from home with the reduced security at home, having something available to present to your customers to tell them the risks of why of ransomware and why they should be backing up, possibly say to the cloud or say Office 365 with the cloud-to-cloud solution. Finally, down the bottom, and I'll just click on it, but there's a little profile for you, and this kind of helps clean up the StorageCraft database, being that if you would like to enter some information here to clean up your profile, you can add them in down the bottom here. What this also does is actually feeds back into our partner locator. So here we have our partner logos. So if you're on a Premier or Elite partner of ours and you upload a partner logo, on the StorageCraft website, we have a partner locator. So you can specify it down to country or region or state, and your logo will be put next to your name if you're a Premier or Elite partner. So that's more or less the partners zone. So let's just quickly hit on home. Again, your one-stop shop for everything StorageCraft related. You can see here this marketing campaign pack. If you do download that, I'm pretty sure that's a few hundred megs, but that has a lot of stuff available, a lot of documentation. I'm not going to say document, I'll say a lot of say EDMs or brochures available for you to pass on to your customers. So the next thing we'll quickly cover off is the MSP portal. Again, just a very brief overview of the MSP portal. So what exactly is the MSP portal? And it's our managed services portal where you're able to deactivate licenses that you have purchased on a monthly basis. So just rolling back a bit, when you partner with StorageCraft, you can be one or both, being you can be a value-added reseller, you can be an MSP, or you can be both a value-added reseller and MSP. Those traditionally with the value-added reseller purchasing perpetual licenses, you purchase them for a year, for 3 years, and you have to renew maintenance every 1 to 3 years. With the MSP program, what this means is that you can go and activate licenses from within the StorageCraft MSP portal, and it's all billed month to month with no lock-ins. So it's much more popular nowadays for a lot of resellers to offer some sort of managed services where you just bundle in, you're bundling your backup, your security, your AV, your firewall, all that into just one payment to your customer, one invoice. They pay you for the entire service plus all your extra services that you offer on top, but you know that everything is billed monthly. And the StorageCraft MSP portal, what it encapsulates is you being able to create licenses on the fly, on demand. So you can actually add your account, add your site, create keys. So this is opposed to the traditional perpetual way of placing your order with your preferred distributor and then waiting for that order to be sent back. You can actually create monthly licenses on the fly from the MSP portal. What is also available here is our cloud solutions. So again, rolling back, StorageCraft have 3 cloud solutions built by and essentially owned by StorageCraft. Cloud services, where you can replicate your backups directly to cloud, meaning you can virtualize your backups within the StorageCraft cloud in a matter of minutes if you have a whole site-wide disaster. We have cloud backup for Office 365, Office 365 and G Suite, I should say. It allows you to back up your data, your mail, your SharePoint, your OneDrive, your Teams data, so that if something, if someone leaves the organization or you accidentally lose something, you can then download that straight back to your live tenancy. And then finally, file backup recovery. And file backup recovery is how it differentiates from Shadow Protect or SPX or Shadow Safe. SPX, Shadow Protect, Shadow Safe take full image backups of your server, of your desktop, of your machine. File backup recovery can take backups of just specified files and folders, and it goes directly to the cloud. So that means, again, for people working from home, have a laptop at home, they may not necessarily care about the operating system. They just care about their files and folders. They can back them up directly to the cloud. And that's the StorageCraft MSP portal. If you're not an MSP or not part of the MSP program with StorageCraft, feel free to get in contact, and it's very, very easy to sign up. And finally, through the partner portal, what I'll go into is the support portal. So being that a lot of people on here are partners, you may have had an existing support portal login with StorageCraft. What we've now is transitioned that portal into here. So a lot of people will see that if you're a reseller, you might not be able to get into the old one, being the old URL, because it will say your login is no longer exists or doesn't work. What you'll need to do is you can log in through this URL, being partnerportal.storagecraft.com, and access the support portal specifically for resellers from here. If you want to lodge a case, it's just down here through the support. And also up the top here, articles. So let's just click on articles. And what StorageCraft have done a lot of, especially last year, but over the past 2 years, really improved the self-help for yourselves, because in the end, as a partner, you don't really want to lodge a ticket with StorageCraft. You just want to find the answer and get the problem fixed. So StorageCraft have developed a lot of knowledge-based articles within the support community. We can go find what you're looking for. It'll have the fix straight away, fix it, and away you go without having to lodge a case with StorageCraft. But in those cases you do need to lodge a support case, we have the support tab there. So again, everything available over here, how to, all our user guides, videos, troubleshooting, all available from within the StorageCraft portal. So that's pretty much it for today's webinar, actually. What we've covered off, we've covered off the go-to-market strategies for StorageCraft, being that we're 100% channel-based. We talked about really key the StorageCraft community that we've created through the support portal, and also most importantly, the partner program, which allows you to see and partner with StorageCraft in a stronger way. So thanks everyone for joining me here today. If you do have any questions, feel free to type them in right now into the questions box. We've got a bit of time left. After the webinar, if you do have any more questions, give us a call. We're based in Sydney on +612 8061 4444. Or you can email us. So if you're in ANZ, sales@storagecraft.com.au. If you're in the Southeast Asia region, Asia sales@storagecraft.com. So again, thanks everyone for joining me here today. If you do have any questions, feel free to type them in right now. Okay, so we have a question here just asking about 24/7 support, which is a good time to bring that up. With StorageCraft, so we do have 24/7 support available. If you're familiar with our perpetual licenses, it's an additional add-on. for your licenses to get 24/7 support. If we look at our MSP licenses, what we're actually introducing is 24/7 support across all our licenses. It's not 100% confirmed the date of when that will be implemented, but what you can know is that once a solo, when you get that's released or available, or when you actually purchase it, it'll automatically come with 24/7 support. For the existing MSP licenses, what we'll do, we'll send out an EDM to all the resellers saying that if you do have any licenses on MSP, you'll automatically get 24/7 support for no extra cost. Actually, a good note too, also with the support team, I didn't highlight it too much, but the support team is based in Sydney, and we do a follow the sun support. So for those of you, say, in Western Australia, in Asia, being, I think, 2 hours now behind Sydney, possibly 3, I think it's 2, you'll still be able to get your standard support. I'd say, your time will be 5 p.m., Sydney time will be 7 p.m. You'll still be able to get that support within your normal times for your perpetual licenses. The next question, is there a minimum commitment to be a StorageCraft partner? And the good thing is that, again, if you talk about being inclusive, no, there's no minimum commitment. Whether you purchase 1 license, purchase 1,000 licenses, you're essentially partnering with StorageCraft. So yeah, absolutely no commitment. Feel free, to talk to StorageCraft. What we want to do, obviously, is partnering up with you, growing our relationship. So we expect, if you're going to purchase a license, feel free to chat to us, and we can talk about how we can then grow with yourselves. Because that's the key. Again, your success is our success. Again, do you have an NFR program, and how does that work? So yes, StorageCraft has an NFR program. It's one of the benefits of the Partner Success Program is that being a partner with us, you get access to NFR and free NFR licenses. So being I think if you're a registered, so just don't have any certifications, you just purchase some StorageCraft licenses. You get access to a server license, a desktop license, and I think a shadow stream license, which is a form of replication that we do have. But most importantly, the server license and the desktop license you get access to. It's valid for a year. And then if you're still purchasing from StorageCraft within the year, it gets automatically renewed. Again, the higher level you are in the partner program, what you'll be able to do is get more NFR licenses. The next question we have is tests. So tests for end user customers. A couple of ways you can do that. So with you have a customer who, say, is not with StorageCraft yet, and they want to, say, test out Shadow Protect, being the backup software. They can download a free 30-day trial from the StorageCraft website. If we're onto that, looking at, say, cloud services, testing cloud services, you can talk to us and we can help set up a test account for yourselves, same as Office 365. I'll also add for the trial, if you want to trial Shadow Protect, SPX, or Shadow Safe, you can download that from our website. If you are a partner or you're not a partner with StorageCraft yet and you want to test it out, you can then download the trial from the website again. That way you'll be able to get a 30-day trial. I would 100% recommend, if you're going to download the trial, get in contact with StorageCraft. We can set up an engineer, pre-sales engineer, have a discussion with you to talk about the technical capabilities that the software has to offer, so you have the best experience with the software that you can. The next question is just about the cloud solutions, where the data is located. So good question. So with the StorageCraft Cloud, so we have different cloud products being Office 365, cloud services, and file backup recovery. All the data at the moment is held within Sydney. So the cloud services, which is our disaster recovery one where you can virtualize, is held in the Sydney at the next DC data center. For Office 365 and G Suite backups, we actually utilize Amazon or AWS for our storage. Yeah, so all data is held within Sydney. So if you, for those in Australia and I guess New Zealand, essentially, brother-sister relationship, you shouldn't have any problems with having the data because it's not sent anywhere else outside of Australia. For those of you in Asia, I would recommend just looking at the legal. I think each industry has their own version of what is allowed to go in and out. So I'll definitely just have a look at that a bit more closely. But just know that everything is held within Australia and not replicated outside. So the next question was just for more information on OneSafe Solo. So yes, as I mentioned before, 2 days ago we had the webinar, but OneSafe Solo being our new backup directly to the cloud. So what you do get, if you remember on the first page, you get a little box, plug that box in. It's built on ShadowSafe, which is the latest in our backup disaster recovery software, and you can back up your servers straight to the cloud. So if you do need more information on that, feel free to get in contact with us. We have data sheets available and information also on the StorageCraft website, storagecraft.com/au. So I think that's all the questions we have for now. Again, if you do have any more questions, give us a call, send us an email. On the handout section, I might see if I can actually open this up right now. We do have the Partner Success Program and also, secondly, the promotions slides for Q2. So for you as a partner, if you do have a quick look through that, again, on OneSafe Solo, we do have an NFR option available. So if you want to purchase that, let us know and we can get that through to you. We can purchase a Solo and you're saving around maybe $3,500 compared to the standard customer buy for Solo. So you can purchase that as an NFR solution or product for yourself. If you are still on Shadow Protect or SPX and you want to move to Shadow Safe, again, the latest solution, we do have upgrades for both moving from Shadow Protect to Shadow Safe, but most importantly, move from, say, competitors' solution to StorageCraft. So if you do have customers on a competing solution, or you do, whether you're a reseller who's not familiar with StorageCraft, or whether you have taken over a customer that uses a different solution and you want to switch them, you can take advantage of that. And I think that's about it for the major things on the promotions. Again, I've attached it, so feel free to just download that and have a look through it yourself. Again, if you do have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. So thanks everyone for joining me here today. Hope you have a great week and bye for now.